Dear students, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. At present, you are solving your assignment that are given by the government. I hope you are doing very well. Besides it, you have joined our online classroom apps and you have also completed your MCQ exam. But you have to take preparation for our last or final exam. That is why I am here to take a new online class. So let's our class. Welcome to my new online class with the gift of follower. As I am not new, still I am introducing myself. I am Muhammad Ali Imran, assistant teacher, Narangunj High School and College. So, dear students, as I have declared that today I am going to solve an unseen and new class, that is unseen passage for class 8 English. Unseen passages. Before going to the main passage, we have to know what is an unseen passage, and we have to know how to understand an unseen passage perfectly. So look at the screen. An unseen passage aims at testing to read a passage, understands its context, and to draw inference on the basis of what we read. In an unseen passage, you have to understand the context of the passage. The passage is basis on it only one topics. You have to understand the topics. Then the ability of understanding the context of the passage within a short span of time. You have to understand, you have to realize the passage within a short span of time. You may get a few times to understand an unseen passage. On the basis of the context, some questions have to be answered at the end of the passage within a limited time. After finishing the passage, you will find some questions pattern, and you have to answer the questions within a short time, within a limited of time. That to answer but to solve the unseen passage, you have to remember the following things. First of all, read the passage very carefully. You have to read, you have to contemplate on this passage very carefully. Note the important information in your mind. From the passage, you have to collect the important information that is necessary to solve the question. Okay, number 3, now read the question at a time and try to find out the answers of the questions. You have to read the questions, then you have to go to the passage to collect the answer from the passage. The question is based on the passage. As the question is based on the passage, you have to find the answer from the passage. Number 4, sometimes you may not understand some few words. Sometimes sometimes you may get new words, and you do not understand the meaning of the words, but that is why what you should do. If you read repeatedly, you may understand the context. If you read the context repeatedly, you may understand, you may realize the context of the passage. With these following criteria, then you have to remember some golden rules, 2 golden rules. That is, number 1, your answer should be brief and precise. Your answer should be short and precise. That means correct. Perfectly you have to answer. Your answer should be written in your own words. Try to write in your own words. Try to deliver your own ideas. Try to deliver your own words. Try to deliver your own vocabularies as far as possible. As far as possible, you have to write the answer with your own style. That is important to answer the questions of an unseen passage. So, dear students, start. Today I am discussing with an unseen passage. Before going to discuss the unseen passage, I have to show you a picture. Look at the picture. Can you say who is the person? I deliver you some information about this person. He is a famous person all over the world. She is a famous person all over the world, and she is an immortal figure to us. And I also say that she is an humanitarian. Who is she? Yes, you are right. She is Helen Keller. So our today's unseen passage is about Helen Keller. Look at the passage. Helen Keller was a popular teacher and famous author. She was a popular teacher and famous author means writer. She became deaf and blind when she was only 19 months old. When she was 19, she became blind and deaf. Her teacher, Annie Sullivan, taught her to read. She did so by spelling out words on Helen's palm. Annie also taught Helen to touch a speaker's lips and understand what was being said. Later, Helen learned to read books with the help of Braille. Here we find a new word. Braille is one kind of method of writing, one kind of method of teaching. She went on to obtain a graduate degree. Though he was a blind and deaf, dumb, but with the help of Braille, she has completed her graduation. Then her writings have inspired many people to overcome difficulties. People who are unable to use one or more of their senses are called differently abled. As he was a teacher and an author and a writer, she wrote many kind of books. With the help of her books, many people able to write, read by the help of her writing. So, dear students, if you dear students, we have already completed our unseen passages, but we have to know some important vocabulary from a passage to understand the passage perfectly. So let's start our vocabulary. First of all, you see the word eyesight. We have to know the synonym and antonyms of the word. Eyesight means seeing power, what we see. Our antonyms is blindness, that means blind, who are blind. Mute means silent mood. If we remain in silent mood, that is mute. Synonym is dumb and antonym is hearing ability. Town, it is easy to you. Town means city. Antonyms, village or rural areas. Heavily, with pressure. Antonym is lightly. Braille, a form of written language for the blind. It is especially for the blind people. It is one kind of writing style, method of writing for the blind people, and it is one kind of alphabet, bold alphabet. It is one kind of bold letter or bold alphabet for the blind people, so that when they touch the alphabet, they understand what is written or what is the alphabet is, and it is easy for them to understand the alphabet, and by the help of this system they can read or write anything. Then died in, sometimes we find died in, she was died in 1913, etc. Died in synonym of pass away or breathe the last. Okay, dear students, we will find this kind of vocabulary in our question papers, and sometimes the question set are used synonym or antonyms. So, synonyms and antonyms to set up a question. Then come to see the question paper. After completing the pages, you will find the following types of question. In an unseen passage, when you have finished reading the pages, you will find this type of question. First one is information transfer. Sometimes you have find a question that is called information transfer. You have to transfer the information, ideas that is written in the pages. You have to collect the information, and you have to answer, write the answer scripts. Second one is you may find true or false. You may find, sometimes you have to ask to write a summary of the pages. Summary, that means main idea of the pages. Sometimes you may also find choose the best answer of the questions. That is based on the question. The questions are based on the pages. So you have to, I again and again say you that you have to understand the unseen pages more seriously, more perfectly. Now look at the question papers about MCQ types. That is, if we finish the pages, you will find this type of question. First one, Helen Keller was. From the pages we find who is Helen Keller, but who was Helen Keller? Helen Keller was only deaf, dumb and blind, deaf and dumb, deaf and blind. Your answer should be deaf and blind. Here second number 2, her teachers Annie Sullivan taught her to read and write. The answer should be 3. Annie Sullivan taught Helen to read by spelling words on her face, hand, palms and cheeks. The answer should be palms. Palms means Bangla means thaba, pad of the hands. Number 4, Annie also taught Helen to understand what was being said by. The answer is touching the speaker's hand, touching the speaker's lips, touching the speaker's face, touching the speaker's fingers. So touching the speaker's finger. Your answer should be 4. So dear student, I hope you understand the number 5. The word author means the same as. What do you mean by author? Author means writer of books, one who has authority, one who is famous, one who is deaf and blind. Our answer should be writer of books. Who write books, we can say he or she is the author of this type of books. Dear students, I hope you understand the what is unseen pages. If you practice it more and more, you will understand, you will realize the unseen pages perfectly. Thank you very much to join our class.